VitalMagOnline.com. And don't forget, you can find it at Walgreens and a number of different stores across the Triad. Look for Vital at those locations. Cindy?
Well, in today's house call, how to treat those pediatric emergencies. Dr. Ross Keener is the medical director of the Cone Health Pediatric Emergency Department and joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
When we're talking about pediatric emergencies, what are we talking about?
Usually it's respiratory illnesses, but sometimes you have your traumatic injuries, broken bones, lacerations, things that you probably just can't handle.
As especially a new parent, and that's what, when we're talking about, babies and small children, a lot of times we as parents can kind of overreact because, it scares us when our child is injured. So if we think there's a problem, what's the first thing we need to do?
Well, certainly, I always recommend you can always call your pediatrician. They can help guide you through the system and determine, well, this is probably an emergency or this can wait to be seen in the office. But certainly, they can recommend you come to the emergency department. And certainly, if it is a traumatic injury or something very life-threatening you feel, certainly call 911 and the EMS can get there and get you to the appropriate place as soon as possible.
But, a lot of times we think about things like blood pressure. Most areas aren't equipped with a blood pressure cuff for a baby.
Right.
But you brought some to show us just the difference in the sizing here.
Right. And I think that's what's critical about the pediatric emergency department is we have the right equipment to take care of the babies, anywhere from this size up to teenagers who are adult size. So we have the right equipment to help care for the kids.
Even like the little mask, for oxygen, right?
Yeah, this would be something that you would see on an adult patient, while it would be way too big for something like a little baby, which would need that size.
And when you're thinking about things like this, immediately we think about the severe maybe head injury or even febrile seizures when kids have fevers that are too high.
Right. Certainly, those are very scary things. We have the equipment and staff to help take care of them in the pediatric emergency department.
And this is springtime, so we're seeing spring sports start up. We're seeing, lots of, different issues that can arise.
This is the beginning of what we like to call the trauma season, where kids are outside playing more, maybe falling from monkey bars, or even sports where sprained ankles and such happen. So we're there to help ease an anxious mom or help the kids through this painful injury.
Is it a busy time of year for your department?
It's always busy, I think. Just different illnesses. In the wintertime, you have more cough and colds. In the summertime, you have more traumatic injuries.
If a parent is weighing, do I just go ahead and head to the emergency department and call my doctor on the way? Is that an okay decision to make?
It's certainly okay. I would always recommend you do call your physician, just because they can say, well, it may not be an emergency, and you may be able to turn around and not have to wait. We try not to have a long wait time, but you never can predict what it's going to be like in the emergency department that day.
Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
We do appreciate it. And don't forget, on Friday, we're going to talk more about children's health. Our segment is about specialty treatment options for children right here in our community. And always,